Hello everyone, Daryl the Northern Vinyl Guy coming at you with a new video. It has been a few days since I put out my last video, probably about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now. But I've been watching some videos in the VC and happened to notice that Alex from Beer and Vinyl has a contest thread going to celebrate his 1-year anniversary being in the VC. So he started his YouTube channel roughly a year ago and is having a cool contest. It's really simple. Pick a year, your favorite year in music, whether it's sentimental to you, you've got some cool records that you like to show, whatever it is, but 1 year that you enjoy the most. And then all you have to do is leave him a comment on his thread that he's released, and you're good to go for this contest. So if you're interested in checking it out, I am going to leave a link to his channel down below along with the video that he recorded for this contest. And yeah, I'm not sure exactly how many subs he's got. He's well over the 500, I think, or 600 mark, but you'd have to check down below. He's not looking for you know, subscribers. This wasn't a promo for new subs on his channel. He just wanted to celebrate his 1-year anniversary, but I do encourage you to check him out. If you haven't subbed to his channel, then definitely do so. So without further ado, here we go. My favorite music year, I didn't realize this. I was going through my collection, and the 1 year that, you know, based on the amount of albums and stuff that I think are hit albums, one would think that based on the fact that I do like a lot of music from the 1990s that this would be the case. However, in my vinyl collection, it is not. My favorite year in music is 1984. There are a whole pile of records that I have here. I'm going to go with, I think it's 13 that I have here in my stack. And then what I'm going to do is kind of explain why I like them and why I think they're really great albums. So starting off, I mean, as a Canadian, you know, music enthusiast and stuff like that, I have to go with the OG. These albums are actually going to be going in alphabetical order from, you know, musician last name. But this first one, I mean, this was a no-brainer for me. This is Bryan Adams and his album Reckless, 1984. I mean, this is the one that's got Run to You, it's got Heaven, it's got One Night Love Affair on it. And then, of course, the OG, Summer of '69. I mean, this is some really good stuff here. So if you haven't checked this one out, definitely check out Bryan Adams, Reckless, 1984. And then I have Chicago's 17. So if you were looking for some more mellow, chill music, here we go. This obviously is a diversion from their 1960s and 70s stuff when they were the Chicago Transit Authority and a lot of the big horns and the brass instruments and stuff like that. But this is their Peter Cetera era. They do have a few other albums, but this is like Peter Cetera in a nutshell here. We've got Stay the Night. We've got Hard Habit to Break. Remember the Feeling. Along Comes a Woman. And of course, You're the Inspiration. All on one album, right? Now, I'm not going to say that this is a greatest hits album, but I mean, it definitely has Chicago's 1980s in a nutshell feel right there. So Chicago 17. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. This is the one with Relax. And of course let me see here. Running a blank on, so we've got Relax, we've got War, and of course Two Tribes. Two Tribes. Fantastic club music. If you haven't checked this one out, this is a double album. Of course, we got the backside right here. But yeah, a great, I think they're a highly underrated band. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Back to some Canadian content. We've got Honeymoon Suite. And this is a self-titled album. Love that cover with the, you know, the heart-shaped bed and the nail bed there. But this is the one that even if you're from, you know, the United States or overseas, if you are familiar with Honeymoon Suite, this is the one that has, excuse me, New Girl Now, Burning in Love, Wave Baby, Stay the Night, and Now That You Got Me. That is side 1. That's the one that has, that's the side that has the famous music here. But I mean, New Girl Now, you can't go wrong with that. Wave Babies, Burning in Love, probably one of my favorite songs by them, and Stay in the Light. Awesome stuff right here. All right. It wouldn't be fair to do this particular list without having a little bit of Madonna. So there we go. We've got a little Madonna and Like a Virgin. I mean, this was a big hit album for her. I don't know if this is a misprint. Upside down backside right there. Kind of unusual. But anyway, some of the other ones. I mean, we got Material Girl. We got the title track, Like a Virgin. We have Dress You Up on side B. So Over and Over is also a great song. And there you go. I don't know what that is. But yeah, Madonna, Like a Virgin. And I just like to show this one because I always think that the Sire Records is a cool label. The Yellow Sire. There we go. All right, if we're looking for a little bit of soul, we're looking at a little bit of slow music. We got to go with some Jive Records. We got to go with some Billy Ocean. I know he is, you know, not exactly like when I just, you know, if we're going to compare him to, say, Madonna for example, I mean, he's not, you know, in that realm of having that much popularity, but I think he is great. This is the Suddenly album. That's on the Blue Jive label there. But this is the one that has Caribbean Queen. It has got Loverboy. It has got Suddenly. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a little bit of Billy Ocean. And then, of course, one of the most famous soundtracks of the 1980s by one of the most famous musicians that has ever come out of the state of Minnesota. We have to go with a little bit of Prince and the Purple Rain soundtrack. I mean, this has got Darling Nikki. It's got When Doves Cry. It's got, of course, the title track, Purple Rain on it, and very cool label on there. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with a little bit of Prince. And then one of the greatest, I guess you would call it, arena rock anthems of all time, and in fact, a misinterpreted album, not album, but song. I've talked about this one in length, whether it's on my own show, or whether it is on Northern Revolution's Wednesday night with Rob and Joe. And that, of course, is Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. You know, one of these things that a lot of people would argue is that it is a patriotic song. It is not a patriotic song. Just read the lyrics as anti-Vietnam War as you're going to get. But I did mention this early in my YouTube channel career. I think that this is a greatest hits album on one LP, right? I mean, we have Born in the USA, we've got Cover Me, we've got Darlington County, we got Working on the Highway, we got Downbound Train, I'm on Fire. That is just side A alone, side one. And then we've got No Surrender, Bobby Jean, I'm Going Down, Glory Days, Dancing in the Dark, and My Hometown. That is nearly a greatest hits album right there on the Red Columbia label. If you are into this kind of poppy music, you will know the Thompson Twins, Into the Gap. This is the one with Dr. Doctor and Hold Me Now on it. This is a great album. I'm not going to say that it's new wavy. I mean, some people might call it some new wave music, but I think it's a little more pop, soft, rockish type stuff. So there we've got the label itself. And I think that the back of this is really cool with the heart on it. Looks like a heart to me, though it could be what looks like maybe Pangea or a continent. So I guess it depends on how you want to look at that, how you want to interpret it. All right, let's get into some controversial music here and an album that basically went all the way to the Supreme Court of the United States, or not necessarily an album, but this particular band fought for the right to be able to, you know, not to be told what to do. We got some Twisted Sister, and this is the Stay Hungry album. This is the one that's got We're Not Gonna Take It. It has got Stay Hungry. We've got Burn in Hell. which is a great song from, you know, they made a cameo on the Pee-wee's Big Adventure movie, and then side B has I Wanna Rock. So yeah, The Price is a great song. You can't go wrong with a little bit of Twisted Sister. That's having a little bit of hard time getting it out of the case there. There you go, the band, looking nice and cool. Now, one of the biggest bands from the United Kingdom, or should I say Ireland, and that would be U2 and The Unforgettable Fire. This is the one that has Pride in the Name of Love, The Unforgettable Fire, the title track, and there's one more, I'm running a blank here. 4th of July is a great song, and of course the title track, like I said, Unforgettable Fire. Promenade, and MLK is a cool kind of instrumentalish on side 2. So, Unforgettable Fire, U2. Speaking of arena rock, we have a little bit of Van Halen in 1984, obviously kind of named after the year that the album was recorded. And so what is on this, do you ask? Well, this has got Jump. It has got Hot for Teacher. It has got Panama on it. It has got 1984 on it. So you can't go wrong with that. The David Lee Roth years right there, kind of in a nutshell. Panama. Van Halen's 1984. And to finish this all off, I mean, I figured I'd end this with a little bit of humor. I mean, but who doesn't like a little bit of Weird Al Yankovic? And this is his In 3D album. This is the one that has Eat It on it. It's got The Brady Bunch. It's got I Lost on Jeopardy. And on side 2, I mean, it's got Nature Trail to Hell, theme from Rocky 13, and King of Suede, kind of giving a little knockoff of a little bit of Elvis there. So, you know, great stuff to celebrate 1984, the year. Congratulations, Alex, on your 1 year in the VC. I hope that you make it many more. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed these 13 albums. I believe I showed 12 or 13. 12 minutes in, 12 and a half minutes in. Check out Alex, Beer and Vinyl, down below. Leave some comments. What do you think of my 1984 year? And yeah, we will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.